Welcome to Service Center Metals and congratulations on joining our team. We'd like to start by acquainting you with our safety rules.
Service Center Metals is committed to being the safest manufacturing facility in the world.
The only acceptable level of safety is 0 accidents.
And enthusiastic employee participation is the key to success.
We want to develop a sense of personal responsibility in each employee to prevent accidents.
No job is too important, no job is too urgent. We cannot take time to work safely.
The first step to develop personal responsibility for safety is following our 9 safety rules.
These 9 rules or safety absolutes must be followed by every team member every minute of every day.
There is a zero-tolerance policy for failure to do so, and any violation of the safety absolutes can result in termination on the first offense. Here are the safety absolutes.
Personal protective equipment or PPE must be worn at all times.
Your safety devices must not be bypassed or disabled.
Operating unsafe equipment, such as running with guards removed or missing, is not allowed under any circumstances.
Do not modify any equipment without approval.
Possessing alcohol or illegal substances is strictly prohibited on company property.
Arriving for work under the influence of alcohol or illegal substances is strictly prohibited.
SCM's lockout tagout procedures must be followed at all times.
Current certification is required for all mobile equipment. Any illness or injury, regardless of severity, must be reported to your supervisor during the shift that the illness or injury occurred.
Here are some general safety rules to protect both employees and plant property. Failure to comply with these will get you in trouble.
Housekeeping is very essential here at the safety program at Service Center Metals. You need to make sure your area is completely clean of all trip hazards whatsoever.
These hazards include electrical cords, aluminum chips, debris, tools, and liquid on the floor.
Smokeless tobacco use is allowed only when spitting into correct containers such as a plastic bottle or a cup. Due to health concerns, spitting on the floor or in equipment pits is strictly prohibited.
Production equipment must only be operated by those who have trained to do so through SCM's cross-training program.
Damage to any plant structure or production equipment must be reported to your immediate supervisor on the shift that it occurred.
While walking through our plant, please stay on our designated orange walkway.
When walking in areas without orange paint, pay attention to and yield to forklifts and side loader traffic. Walking on the K1, K2, T3, or T4 belts in the press cooler bed is strictly prohibited.
Walking under lifted loads is prohibited. Examples: cranes, fork trucks, side trucks, and also by hand.
Running in the plant is prohibited.
Because they can cause an explosion in our compact remelt plant, butane lighters and aluminum cans are prohibited from being on the property.
Plastic drinking bottles are to be thrown in the trash cans or dumpster, not in aluminum scrap tubs.
Smoking is only allowed in the truck well. Cigarettes must be discarded in proper containers.
iPods, MP3 players, Bluetooth devices, or any other devices requiring headphones are not allowed on the plant room floor.
Cell phone usage is permitted in the break room and maintenance cage. Otherwise, cell phones should be stored while on the plant floor.
Cell phone usage in the plant is only for business purposes.
When using your cell phone, stay stationary and avoid all mobile equipment traffic.
Cell phone usage is strictly prohibited while using mobile equipment. Aluminum has the same appearance whether it's hot or cold, and cut edges on aluminum can be very sharp.
Refrain from touching aluminum in our plant. Always wear proper PPE while handling any aluminum.
Clothing worn in the plant should prevent burns and not be loose-fitting. Loose-fitting clothes can get caught into mobile equipment and process equipment, therefore creating a problem with pinch point hazards.
Horseplay on the plant floor, such as tossing tape balls or spraying employees with compressed air, is prohibited. The quality of SCM extrusions is legendary throughout the industry. We use our 5 quality S's to go by.
The first S is for size, which means our dimensions and length have to be extremely accurate.
The second S is straightness. We don't want any bow or twist in our extrusion.
The third S is surface. Our extrusion should be free of water stains and scratches.
And the 5th S is stencil. All of our extrusions should be clearly and neatly marked.
We have a lot of mobile equipment here at SCM. Here are a few reminders of their usage.
New employees can only operate forklifts with supervision in designated areas until all training and testing has been completed.
Seatbelts must be worn at all times.
You want to always sound your horn at intersections and around pedestrian walkways.
Never walk under a lifted load or lift a load over anyone.
This exception may only be used by employees who are properly trained and used with energized equipment.
Safeguarding, such as machine guards, are necessary for protecting the operator from needless injuries.
Overloaded circuits.
Exposed electrical parts.
Wires with bad insulation.
Underground electrical systems and tools.
Damaged power tools and equipment. Using the wrong PPE and tools.
And all electrical hazards are made worse in wet conditions.
Clues that electrical hazards exist include tripped circuit breakers or blown fuses. Warm tools, wires, cords, connections, and junction boxes.
Before you clean up any spills of broken glass with blood or OPIMs, contact your supervisor.
There are a lot of types of hazardous materials here at SCM. Examples include
flammables like natural gas, propane gas, and gasoline.
Explosives like natural gases under certain conditions. And toxic substances like motor oil and antifreeze.